In a world where being yourself and taking your time to discover who you are is overrated, I invite you to take an opportunity to choose that path. Understanding who you are and going deep on what you can do and discovering your potential is only a result of doing the inner work and of doing the task of connecting deeply with yourself. But how do you connect deeply? Well, the first step is to let things happen. Let things happen and unfold in the ways they're supposed to unfold. Stop being the controlling person or the person who wants to control everything that's going around them in order for them to fulfill their purpose. Because the truth is that the only thing that you can control is your output. And the outcomes are basically the result of consistent output. If you want to manifest a family, well, you gotta take the steps to first meet the right person and then establish a project together so that you can create a family. If you want to manifest a company or a business, well, you have to impersonate the businessman you really want to be. You have to understand and learn from the people who are already ahead of you to be able to find the skills that you need. But all in all, you have to remember this. It takes time. It takes time to build the skills that you need in order to become the real person that you want to become, in order to get to the place that you want to be. Because it's not the outcome and the result that matters, it's the journey that will take you to the right place and to that place. And why am I telling you this today and why is it so important that we remember it? Well, it's because we live in an era of immediacy. And that immediacy has led us to forget that the most delicious part of the process is the process itself and not the results. The results are a byproduct of enjoying the process and allowing ourselves to immerse ourselves in it. We live in times in which the economy has shifted from promoting and to like sell ourselves and so on to the economy of giving. Now it's time to give undividedly, with only one purpose, to discover who we really are and to become the best versions of ourselves. To really polish that diamond of our personality and our essence so that we can become the true version of what we came to walk on this earth. I'm telling you this because it's one of the first steps to our collective awakening. If we stop trying to sell each other's, if we stop trying to like bang from each other's, but instead we evoke the energy of cooperation, of kinship, friendship, of sharing, of not expecting anything in return, then we're gonna get a lot closer. We're going to get a lot closer to that version of the world in which everyone is just giving because they want to create an impact in the world. They want to make the world a better place. And if we all try to make the world a better place, it will inevitably become a better place for us and for what we want and for our families. So that's the real like first step to like manifesting your true dream reality. You have to forget that money is the variable that, you know, gets you things faster. You need to start remembering that we came here to play. We came here to be with each other, to hang out, to learn from each other. And in that process, we become wise. Wisdom is unveiled through the process of exchanges, through the process of listening, and through the process of connecting with one another. Like I said before, we can only control our output. So, what are you doing to start controlling your output correctly? What are the things that you have to give up and to change in your life in order to start remembering this? Because the true path is really the one we walk together and the one that we walk towards self improvement. And through that self improvement, then we get the things that we really want in our life. To co create a family is perhaps one of the hardest things that you can ever encounter because it's not a given process that you say, like, oh, well, I go to the store and I buy A and I get B and I get C. It's very more complex than that. And in order to prepare ourselves for that, we need to start shifting our mind from a goal getting attitude to a more I'm here giving so that I receive what the universe has in store for me. I'm here giving so that I'm opening space for beautiful things to blossom in my garden. I'm here giving so that without tilling my soil, I am allowing for things to bear and grow in the way they must grow. And accomplishing this level of acceptance is maybe one of the things that I'm journeying on constantly in my life. Being able to let go of expectations. And I think that's something that we all struggle with as men, as people who are driven with their goals and what they want to accomplish. But please know that, even though it may have taken someone like 10 years to accomplish something, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna get there. It just means that you're gonna get there differently. But the key to be able to get there is to listen to your own self and and to allow yourself to become the person who you want to be by wielding that path, by wielding that energy, by channeling that person who you are, not by comparing yourself with others. Stop comparing yourself with others. Stop comparing yourself with the people that have more, with the people that have less, with the people that are over there and here. Like so many times they told me as I was a child, like you need to eat this because there's so many people in Africa that don't have enough food to eat. You need to do this because so and so don't have the opportunity and so on. And I appreciate my parents like trying to help me realize that I'm privileged, that I have a certain sense of privileges. But the damage that has brought into my life and maybe yours and many others is that we start learning to compare ourselves, and then we're told off because we started comparing ourselves with others. And the truth is that we should only compare ourselves with the previous versions of who we are and who we have been. Um, and that's really where loving ourselves is key and important because this way of seeing things and this way of uh, channeling a path of continuous self-improvement is what really allows us to understand what we need in the present moment. What do we need in the present moment is the thing that is emerging for us to show up. For example, right now, I'm recording this video and my child is screaming at the back, and I could be angry and upset and be like, fuck, this isn't perfect, this isn't what I want, this is what I'm looking for. But no, I'm here trying to send you this message instead because I know she's taking care of herself and she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's being a child. I cannot blame her for that. But what I can control is the way how I address things. I, I wanted to do this video without holding my baby, but like it happens. This is what I chose. Like this is what I love to do, be with my family. So how can we make this continue moving forward without sacrificing the essential things in life and the essential things that we want? Well, it's about finding that middle path in which you're remaining consistent with what you have proposed to yourself, with what you have asked to do, but also not deviating from the idea and your role that you're having in your textile as a family. Like I'm here, present, being a dad. Like I'm kind of like killing two birds with one stone at the moment. Like I'm helping this little one fall asleep while I'm sending out this message to the world, and she's probably listening too. So it's that energy that I'm radiating, that I'm vibrating with, that I'm trying to like project to the universe that eventually is going to ripple back into my life in ways that I don't expect, in ways that I am not like trying to figure out. I'm just here sending you this message so that it reaches your ears, so that it reaches who you are, and so that you can also start considering the systemic changes that you have to make in your life in order to channel yourself with the path that you came to do and will. Stop falling into those things that you think you want and stop comparing yourself to others and start just inhabiting who you are, who you truly are, with your essence, with your spirit, with connection to your body and your feet. Go walk barefoot for a second. Feel the grass under you. It's real. You're part of the mother, and the mother is part of you. And that's the real connection that we have with the world. And through that, we can channel who we are. Through that, we can become who we are. Through that, we can improve ourselves. We can go back to remembering what we came to do on this earth. And what we came to do is to live our lives to their fullest. And to live our life to the fullest, we have to wield the path of a person that does not go around damaging others, that does not go around trying to shove their beliefs and ideas to others, but instead is self-assured that the decisions that they're making in the right moment and the right time are the best decisions that they can do for themselves at that moment and second in their lives. So, who are you going to be? That person who's frustrated because they're not getting what they want, or that person who's enjoying the present moment and allowing every single part of their experience to fill them with joy, happiness, and enjoyment and fulfillment. You are privileged if you're watching this. We are privileged. We have the opportunity to extend ourselves more, to spend some time looking at a video, and to allow ourselves to think about this so that we can become better in our everyday life. So think about it, act upon it, and yeah, have a good life.